everyone, and welcome to my channel, the only channel where we can craft some pretty awesome Minecraft things using redstone commands, or just commands. Or in just redstone 2, that's also a thing we do. If you want to see more of these redstone and command block tutorials, and I'm thinking of making little build tutorials, like how I built this giant place over here. And this isn't on, it's on a realm right now, so that's why it's laggy, and trees and render distance is really close. But if you want to see more things like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because that'd be pretty awesome. And I'd like that a decent amount, not gonna lie. Thank you to my couple of subscribers who've already subscribed already. Talking to you from Cooper. And as you can see, we're here with an ATM made completely on survival. Now, in my video, which you can click on in the icon on the top right, you will find the video that I built, and it is pretty much making a much smaller version of this, but it's in creative. You need a command block. Now, that's also really good for servers and survival worlds that are set up, stuff like that. Like in this world, I think it fit very nicely in case we ever did a survival version of this. So, as you can see, how this works is if you grab some emeralds from your inventory, how convenient, there's emeralds there already. I can just grab it, and you put it inside of here. You'll see that there are 2 emeralds in the barrel. So, you can change any of these. If you want the, if you want the emeralds to, if you want to make it, so in case, instead you need to put carrots inside of there. If you put carrots in there, it'll give you emeralds. So like a farming system, which I quite like. You can change that, and I'll be showing you all of that in this video. So if you join me down here, you'll see that we have a very big setup. Now, I've crafted this all on my own, except for this small little chunk right here, which I took out of a very old video made in 2013. I'll leave his channel in the description. Last time I forgot to leave his channel in the description, but this time you'll be able to do that. And I'd say we just go through this, and I'll show you how. So, this isn't going to be how I make it right now, however, that'll be very shortly. However, if you want to ever stock it up, you're going to need to come into this back room here and put some of the materials you need. Now, the materials that you put inside of here are the materials that are going to be getting in the barrel when you open it. And I think it's also important for you to know that it doesn't need to be right here. As long as you're changing the position of this back room, this barrel can be anywhere you want. If I wanted to, I could raise it up here. However, there'd have to be a carpet here because there is hoppers running along here. Or you can make like a water elevator, but that'd be a little overboard. So yeah, let's get into this. So we meet again. What was around 15 minutes for me was only around a couple seconds for you. But you joined me at the rudimentary design for this, all of the redstone, nothing else, and some lanterns too, but we don't talk about that. And you can see what we need is 8 hoppers, around 25 redstone. Based on my count, this one was only 22. Now, I wanted to make this clear. When you build this, a lot of the materials are going to change. Let's say you want this raised. Let's say you want stuff to be turned around. All you need for this is to know the rudimentary design, and from there you can tweak it to any design you want. If I really want it, I can make this incredibly compact. I can move this entire portion right over here. I could probably move this portion over here. But that'd be kind of that won't be very nice. So now you're going to want 3 containers of your choice. You're going to want 2 comparators, 2 repeaters, 2 dispensers, a redstone torch, and a stack of really any block. I chose wood for this. You can choose dirt if you want to. And now we're going to come over here. So we're going to start out building 3 blocks into the air. Is that 3? Yeah, it's 3. And then you're going to want to follow that by another 3, and then 2. And then you're going to want to break this block, break this block, break this block. And actually, we're going to put the redstone here. This is the only one we're going to do work right now, because in my head, I'm going to come up with the things. There's probably going to be a lot of cuts. So let's grab this, and okay. So you're going to put the redstone torch there, the repeater here, the comparator here, the redstone here. Now we're also going to work on the dispensers right here. Now this is an actual hopper filter. This is what's going to make it so you can choose what stuff you want. So what you're going to do is this is very important. You need to get the hopper facing into the comparator. The hopper needs to be facing into the comparator, as you see. And then you're going to want to have a container of your choice. For me, that's a dispenser. And because it's that, we're going to want to Gotta grab this. This, how far did I make it? Okay, so looks like I moved it to the right too. So I used 2 hoppers. So 1, 2, and dispenser. So if you break this, replace this with a dispenser, and you place 2 hoppers. So now this is the basic thing set up. This will sort items you need, and we're going to start out by grabbing 4 signs. Let's do this real quickly. Excuse me for the lag. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to want any block you want. Now this is the block that a person's going to need to put in for you to trade it. So if you want, it's the amount that you need to buy it. So let's say it costs an emerald to trade for, I don't know, an iron nugget. So you would get a bunch of emeralds. Let's get 64. You need 8. I should have put that on the list. As I think I said before, I don't know. You may need some things that I didn't put on the list, but really, hopefully you can deal with this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you'll see that it'll stop at 6, and 1 will go inside of here, 1 will get stuck in there, and 1 will get stuck in here. Now you can take this out, this one doesn't matter, that was just a test. So really all you actually need is 7, but I go for 8 just to make sure. Actually, you just use dirt to test it out. And that is pretty much the redstone filter. You just built a redstone filter. So we're going to, that's the basic part. That's probably the hardest part. I actually spent a lot of time trying to fix this. So yeah, let's move on to the next part. So before we start the next part, I want to apologize because I just looked over a couple of the videos and wow, the frame rate on the computer I'm playing now, the frame rate is actually decently good. I don't know if now it's a bit better, but I don't think it will. I'm getting a new computer, so you don't have to worry about that for a while. You just got a hole in there for a bit. But I think we should just get right towards to the building, okay? And we're going to start this out by first of all making the comparator system. No, for now we're going to have to build this. So if you're on the survival, what you're going to need to do is you kind of just toss all these into a really deep hole. For me, I'm going to build a void, but for survival players, which are most likely while watching this, or creative players, I don't know, maybe you're watching this too, you have to put lava down there, so it just gets rid of them. Or cactus, I've seen those work too. And then how do I build this over here? Okay, I think it got good. So that will go there, that will go there. So you're going to build out here. So you're going to have 3 blocks sprouting from there. This will be compared. This will be a redstone repeater. And remember, I will be going over those. I will build it. So hold on tight. It will come soon. And then you got to come over here. Alright. So that is that basic part. And now we're going to hook it up. I told you soon with a repeater. It's a redstone, a repeater, and a comparator. If you put a comparator facing this way, repeater and redstone going around like this. That doesn't need to go there. You can break those. This will be good. So now what we're going to want to do, I'm actually just going to focus on redstone now. And then, well, we're not focusing just on redstone. We're just going to now work on redstone too. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to add our barrel, or any block, or any container. I suggest if you're building an old-timey one, put a barrel down. If not, it's okay if you put a chest. Just remember, it's not going to look as good as in the floor. It doesn't even have to be in the floor. I'll show you how to do that. Actually, I'm not going to show you how to, but I'll explain it to you, and I'll explain how you can match it up, mismatch it up. So the chest would go there, and okay, so there'd be a 1 block gap. So if you put a chest or a barrel right here, this should be the right spot. I'm not sure if it actually is. There's a good chance it isn't. But that doesn't really matter now, does it? So now you're going to grab your dispenser. Okay. And you're going to want to come over here. And now I'm going to say build it maybe this far away. What you're going to want to build is you're going to want to have a way to get your hoppers into that, but to make it so that you want your hoppers to get inside of the barrel. Really, it's really what it is, but you want to make it so enough emeralds get into the barrel that it pays the amount of money you want. So what you want to do is you're going to build up the dispenser, and really just follow along with what I'm doing in the tutorial. Hopefully you'll be able to find out. Pause the video. I probably should have said that before, just saying. You know, pause the video, do anything you need. I know I'm doing a bunch of stuff fast, or just without explanation, like I am now. So right here, as I just sped through all that, you're going to want to put a comparator, or repeater. Wait. No, you don't. I've messed up there. You want to build this over here. Let's build this up. And I can build up here with your disposable blocks, and trust me, the redstone signal will go that far. You do have to be conscious about it. I suggest maybe, I don't know about building a repeater because I feel like that could mess up the signal, but if you want to, you can experiment with that. I'd suggest not. I'd suggest just building the dispenser close enough. But as you can see, excuse me, you're going to want to build it so it's close enough that it goes there, and you want to connect it to the dispenser. Now, it's important that the redstone signal is going into the dispenser, not by it. Because watch what happens if I do this. It doesn't actually connect, it just goes right by it. And that will not work. We want to make it so it's connecting right towards it. Okay? So, I'm pretty sure this is the basic command. This is the most basic you can get. This is done. Everything here is done. Excuse me, I have coronavirus, apparently. So, as you can see, this is really the basic thing done. I'm going to put some lights around. And I'm going to add a hopper in the back, and I'm going to add a barrel. Now let's go test this out. Now what you're going to do is you're going to stock it. So I'm going to make this one differently. I want there to be, let's say, a stack of concrete, which would be nice if you're making a concrete store. Yeah, this would be very good for stores actually. So you throw your 3 stacks in here, or you can just throw it straight into the dispenser. Doesn't matter. And then this will all pile up in the dispenser. And then when you flick, not when you flick, then when you put, actually I'll go explain to you now. When you put the emerald inside of here, I don't know how this part works, but filters it out, and the emeralds that you want will go through these hoppers into the dispenser. Comparator will pick it up, send a signal to the redstone repeater, which will activate all of this redstone, which will push out this into the void, because you're not actually going to be gaining the emeralds. Now if you want to, you can't collect emeralds. This is actually a very good idea. You could, instead of having this here, you could have a chest, and you could have it so this place doesn't even exist. If you're building a store, replace this with a chest, and this can be your little vault where you get all your money. Then you come along here, and you follow your redstone, and the redstone signal hits this. Now, at this point, there's already a bunch of concrete inside of here. So the concrete will be pushed out of here, inside of here, and come into here. So, if this will repeat for every single emerald. We can test it by trying this. If it doesn't, well, I guess we must fix it. So as you can see, I put 2 in there. So, if I'm check, there's only 1. Okay, well, let's go see what the problem here is. Let's see. So, it looks like there is a problem getting things. Well, I mean, it worked. I got 1. Worst case scenario, hey, you get 1. So let's try this again. Okay, so it looks like it does work. I think I just didn't put enough emeralds in. So there isn't anything wrong. I can rest peacefully now. And that is the entire build. It took me a very long time, so please subscribe so I know it's worth something. This took a very long time. I was up all night trying to work this, listening to YouTube while working on this. It was very, very stressful, and it took a lot of time. Again, hit the like button, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear any suggestions you have for me. I just love that. I will build anything you guys want. Well, not anything, but you know, I'll make a tutorial on almost anything you guys want that has redstone or commands in it. And thank you all so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one, and goodbye.